Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of A Gardener's Journey Homestead. Today I am back in the kitchen and I cannot wait to show you this easy way to preserve tomatoes. I did this for the first time last season and let me tell you, it changed my life. So today I'm gonna show you how to preserve your tomatoes. If you're in a pinch, need to do something real quick and you don't have time to can, you don't have time to make sauce, you don't have time to make salsa, you don't have time, you got like a few minutes, this is for you. So, as you can see, I have some pretty tomatoes, fresh from the garden. So, y'all, I'm about to go out of town again in the next few days. And of course, the harvest is coming in. And I have been trying to do all the things, cook it, give it away, preserve it. And I've already made salsa, and then in comes another batch of tomatoes. So I don't have time to process these before they're gonna go bad. So today I'm gonna show you how to freeze your tomatoes. That's right, you can freeze your tomatoes. I didn't know this, y'all. Last season, I read it somewhere and I'm like, is that true? It is true because the sauce that I just made, the tomato sauce that I made last week were actually from my frozen tomatoes last season. So I'm gonna show you, and that's what I'm gonna do today is freeze tomatoes, stick them in the freezer, and then I will process them later. Now, one of the things that I wanna show you is this new book that I just got called Freeze Fresh. This book is awesome, y'all. It's all about how to preserve fruits and vegetables through freezing. So again, if you don't have a freeze dryer, if you don't have a dehydrator, if you don't like to ferment any of that other stuff in order to preserve, everybody has a freezer, right? So you can freeze some of your stuff. And this, y'all, is not just if you have a garden full of tomatoes. If you have a farmer's market close to you and they have tomatoes on sale or tomatoes, fresh garden tomatoes that you can buy in bulk, even if you didn't grow them yourselves, you can use the same thing, right? To freeze stuff, to store it away for throughout the year, store it away for the fall. You can go buy fresh corn from the farmer's market, store it away, and you can have it for soup, you know, in the fall and in the winter. So buy your stuff, right? Even if you don't have a garden, go to your local farmer's market and buy some things in bulk. But this book right here is amazing. It's a brand new book. And what I like about it, she has a lot of color and a lot of pictures, which I like. The book is by Crystal Schmidt, who is the creator of Whole Fed Homestead. I don't know her, but I found her book and I love it. So it's all in color. It's all in alphabetical order. It gives you the vegetable. It tells you exactly how to freeze, like what type of preparation you need to do ahead of time. And then it gives you recipes for each of the vegetables or each of the herbs. So let me just show you some of this. So there's melons. This book is amazing. Jalapenos, peas, cucumbers. You can see those are freezer pickles. So it goes in alphabetical order. There's pictures, there's recipes, all kind of stuff. So who knew, right? Who knew you could freeze all this stuff? So another thing that I want to show you that we're going to use today is this. This is a strawberry huller, right? Now, I have tomatoes, not strawberries. But y'all, this little tool is great to core. So before you freeze, you wanna wash your tomatoes, which I've already done, and you want to at least de-stem them and core them because it's gonna make it a lot easier when you pull them out of the freezer. Now, if for some reason you don't even have time to do that, you can throw them in the freezer bag and put them in the freezer, right? But for today, I have a few more extra minutes. I'm gonna de-stem them and just take like the stem off, and then I'm gonna core them, okay? And so that's gonna make it a lot easier when I pull them out of the freezer. Now, one of the things when you're using tomatoes, again, keep in mind that if you're gonna freeze your tomatoes, obviously when you pull them out, you're not gonna be able to use them for a salad, right? So they're not gonna have the texture of a firm, fresh tomato that you just picked off the vine, but they will be great for sauce, stews, and things like that. So if you know that you're gonna make tomato sauce or ketchup or spaghetti sauce or pizza sauce, some type of sauce from tomatoes, this is a great option to freeze it because you can use the sauce. You can use these to make sauce later, but do not put them in the freezer thinking you're gonna chop them up and put them on a salad. No, that's not gonna happen. So because I know I'm gonna use these for sauce it's all good today. Excuse me, as we go through the process of freezing. The other thing is that once you take them out of the freezer and they begin to unthaw, the skin is gonna slip off just like that, right? So obviously if I was making fresh sauce today, I would need to blanch these to get the skin to come off. I would need to destem them and core them, right? Because you don't want the core in your tomato sauce. It's not really digestible and has no flavor. But for today, since I'm gonna freeze them, I'm just gonna destem them and go ahead and take the core out so that part is already done. Okay, so this is gonna go pretty fast, pretty simple. I've washed them. These are all like a paste tomato. They're pretty firm. So you can see there's a stem on it. I'm gonna take the stem off. And then y'all, let me show y'all this little thing. So obviously you can core the old fashioned way and use a paring knife. Or you can use a tomato corer. I do have one of those too. It's like a little round thing that has like the little teeth on it. You just take it. But y'all, this right here works great. So you can see it comes out. My hands are wet. It comes out like that, if you can see that. So I'm going to press the button. This is hard to do one-handed. So you see I have it in here. I'm just gonna twist. And look, the core is in there and you can see that the core is out, just like that. Now I have a part that has a little bit of a blemish on it, so I'm gonna cut that part off, right? But that is ready to go in my freezer bag. And I've already labeled my bag. It says tomatoes, July 2022. I'm gonna stick that in there, right? So I'll show you another one. And then let me just show you. You can see the core of the tomato is there. So I got a little Walmart bag that I'll put it in and you can compost that. So again, you're gonna take the stem off, press this, open it up, stick it in, twist, just like that. Y'all, this is my new way to core tomatoes. Forget the tomato core. This right here works great. I got this off Amazon. That's what it looks like. I got it off Amazon. So y'all, I'm gonna keep doing that, put them in the bag, and it's just that simple and easy. And this is gonna give me at least peace of mind that if they didn't get bad, they didn't go to waste, I don't have to throw them away. They'll be in the freezer, ready for me whenever I'm ready to make sauce. So I'm gonna keep doing this and we'll see how many bags we have. Okay, y'all, I ended up with 2 bags of tomatoes that's ready to go in the freezer. So this is, this bag is almost full. So yeah, that took probably maybe 20 minutes. So that's much shorter than trying to can them and make sauce and do all the things. So at least this is a great way to not lose your tomatoes. If you're like me, you're a busy mom, you're a wife, you're working, gardening is not your full-time job. And so again, you guys have heard me talk about the harvest is plentiful. I'm not gonna complain. I'm gonna give myself grace and gratitude. And I'm gonna do what I can when I can. And today, because I have so much to preserve, to use up, to give away, this is the best option I can do for the tomatoes before we go out of town in a few days or so. So I hope that this meant to help you. And y'all, let me tell y'all, I really, this right here, game changer. Game changer. It's not, it's intended for strawberries, but it cores the tomatoes really well. So if you don't have one, get you one. And don't forget that book I showed you, Freeze Fresh. So I hope this was a quick tip to give you a sigh of relief about your tomatoes that you may not be able to can today. Go ahead, wash them off, core them, destem them, and put them in freezer bags and put them in the freezer, and they'll be ready for you for sauce this winter. So thank you guys for coming along on the journey with me. Remember, gardening is a journey. Let's grow together. And please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already subscribed, if you like what you're seeing. I'll see you next time.